and this now applies to the wider Arab Spring. One of my favorite movies is the movie Invictus.
Yes.
Story of Nelson Mandela and
played brilliantly by Morgan Freeman.
Exactly, and the Springboks rugby team in South Africa, and how basically members of his African National Congress, they wanted to change the name and the uniforms, everything when Mandela took over. And this my favorite line in the movie. He turns to them, his Minister of Sports or whoever it was who was making this demand, and he says, "No, we must not do that. We must surprise them. We must surprise the white minority by basically by not doing that." I tell you what's been missing to me in the whole Arab awakening, and by the way, in leadership in general in the world, going back to the Etch-a-Sketch right now. When was the last time somebody surprised you, Charlie? When was the last time you called your producers and said, "I don't care what it takes, get him or her on the show"? Did you see that? Did you see the risk they took? So in the Arab world today, you have no midwife in Syria and no Mandela. When you got no Mandela and no midwife, you have a very difficult situation. And we're dealing here, at the end of the day, you say, what should we do? What should they do? We're dealing here with the oldest civil war on the planet between Sunnis and Shiites over who is the proper heir to the Prophet Muhammad from the 7th century. Is that my responsibility?
Well, I do think the United States has a leadership role and does have
I'm all for it.
It's not that you have to do everything, right, but you can be a catalyst for other people doing the right thing.
But I think all I'm saying is we shouldn't be the only ones asking that question. What responsibility do they have to say, why are we fighting each other? Look, you've worked in the Arab world, Charlie. We both have Shiite, Sunni friends. I can't tell the difference between anybody. Probably the problem they have with Protestants and Catholics and Jews. What is this about? That people can't live together. So at a certain point, they have a responsibility too. That's all I'm saying. We must help. We must catalyze them all for it.
Is there, knowing how strongly you feel, and it's been a central part of what you've been writing about since